Hey, 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 Dream Life creators, how are you? We are in the middle of our Boost Your Facebook group challenge. Today is day 3, and today I want to talk about growing your community. So, the first day we talked about setting up everything and really imagining how you want your group to be. In yesterday in second day we talked about your content and what to post there, and now that you have your group set up correctly and that you have your content, so when people join they will see it has a great it has a great content and a lot of value in the group. Now it's time to work on growing your community. And I know that lots of you already have communities with bigger numbers and that they are not very engaging. So we will be talking about that tomorrow and then the fifth day. But today I just want to talk about how to invite more people into your community. So before I go on, please let me emphasize, never ever add someone to your group without their permission. Never. It is the most annoying thing, and I know that people leave immediately. I know that I do. I don't even look what the group is all about. I just leave it because I'm annoyed with when someone, it's like when we discussed the first day about what group and what community is all about, I told you it's kind of a like theme party. So when you are adding people to your group, it's like dragging people from the street into your house and asking them to participate and have fun at your theme party, and they are not even interested. They don't know what it's all about. They don't know who you are. They don't know nothing. So it's just the number. You will be annoying a lot of people. You will grow the number, but you will not grow your audience and your engagement. And it is better to have smaller community with less members than large community with a lot of members that don't participate. They are not interested in what you have to offer, and they will never ever engage or even buy from you. And they are just staying in the group because they don't know how to leave. You got them at the wrong time, so they don't have the option to leave immediately, and they forget about it. But they will never engage. They will never communicate with you. You will not get anything from them, and they will not get anything from you. So it is a total waste of time and energy, and it feels really spammy and needy, and it feels like you don't know how to invite your people and attract your people properly, but you have to drag them into your group, and throw them into your community without really properly know them. And I know that this has been talked a lot about in the, everyone's annoyed about it, and everyone is posting on their Facebook, I'm added to these groups. And I've seen lately that I'm not added to the groups anymore as much, but what I'm getting now is a lot of messages. And I'm getting messages from people that never responded to my, because when I friend someone, when I accept their friend request, I almost every time, and I really try to do it every time, I send them a welcome message. I send them, hey, hi, nice to meet you, great to connect, or something like that, and start the conversation with them. And a lot of those people that never responded, never even say hi to me back, or how are you, or whatever, trying to learn what I want and what I'm interested in, but they're just sending now links to their groups. We have these great groups, and we have these great offers, we have this and we have that. And it is the same spammy thing. It's a different form of the same spammy thing. So please don't do that. If you're sending your invite to the via Messenger, then please get to know and learn about someone and ask them if they are interested. Try to find out if what you are having can help them. And if you don't have what they are looking for, then just don't invite them. Don't send the link. Don't do anything. Just be friends with them. And Facebook has millions and millions and millions of users, And you don't have to be so desperate to invite everyone that you're meeting, that you have to have everyone in your group. Be, have that posture, have that attitude that there are thousands of people who are interested in what you have to offer, and look for those people that will be interested. So how can you really grow the group without being annoying or spammy or whatever? You can always include the links to your group on your webpage, on your freebies. What I've done, and it was quite successful, was when I was doing live videos on my personal profile, I always included call to action, and in the description I added, for more tips on growing your business online, join my community. So it was kind of, I was giving value, I was giving tips, but then, for those who wanted to learn more, they have the option to come to my community and learn more in the community. Then, of course, you can ask your friends, or you can ask your clients, your members. You can ask them, if you're enjoying my community, if you get value, I'm sure you have someone or friends, or you know of someone, you meet someone that might benefit from the community and what we are having here and what I'm teaching. You can have the signature on your email. You can invite your email list if you have it. You can invite, you can have links to the group now from your page. So pages are really difficult for the engagement, but with the latest announcements from Facebook, what they will be doing about groups and communities, it is really important that you have both and they are connected. So you can have a call to action button on your page, and in the header or the cover photo you can say, if you want to join my free community, members only, special, VIP community, or whatever you call it, join here, and they are then redirected to your group. But the best option and the best thing that I found for what's working for me is hosting challenges like this, or having an online parties. I call them online parties because it is just 2-3 hours and it is around one topic. I host, for example, vision board party and planning party, and it sounds more fun when you call it party. It's actually kind of a workshop where I guide people through the steps to create a vision board, for example, or to create their monthly plans or quarterly plans or yearly plans. And those are great ways where you can give more value. You maybe create a short checklist or worksheet or workbook or something that you can give them, and then you spark the engagement, and this is a great way to invite more people into your group. And of course the challenges are the same way. People love challenges. We love to learn something and learn in a community where all the others are having the same challenge. We get this accountability and we get the support, and it is a fun and easy way to learn something new, to see what others are doing. So I think the challenges are great. Even if you don't call it a challenge, you can call it anything you want, but they are the great ways to invite more people into your group and to really show them and shine and share what you're doing and how you're doing. And of course, when they join your group, and if you have a challenge or party or something, you can also set up a mailing list. So you have members, you got people on your list and into your group, and not everyone will join your group if the challenge, but you will still have them in your list. So it's kind of a double benefit. Okay, I'm lost now. The other way that you can grow your group are just asking others, just asking for the support and sharing your groups on the, like those like letters where you have where you share pages and you ask people for the likes. But again, what I'm seeing is a lot of people just posting their links, and they're not liking others, or they are liking it but they forget about it, because pages are really not the same as groups. So if you are posting in other groups, if you are sharing the value there, if you are giving some sort of a tips, and then as I said before, invite them for more to join your group, then include some sort of a description, some sort of teaser, some sort of invite, so people will know what they are joining, because sometimes the names of the group are not really telling it all. When we see a name of the group, we can imagine something and we can think what it's all about. But when we join the group, it's completely different. So always include some sort of a description, who it is for, who it's not for, what you're doing in your group, what's the group about. So even if you go into a thread where it is like post your group, or share your group, or let's share each other's group, or something like that, always add some sort of a description to it. And the same with the pages. If you're doing it, I stopped doing it because it's completely a waste of time. It's the same as I said before, you just get the numbers but not really get any engagement. You don't get engaged people on your page. So it is really just for the sake of the numbers. So whenever you're doing, always try to tease people into your group. Not tease as a cheat them into your group, but share a little bit about what you're doing. For example, for today's video, I posted on my profile, I'm going live. I will be talking how to grow my group, and you can join the group if you want to listen to it. So I'm giving people option and ideas what I'm doing in the group. But if you want to see it, if you want to really experience what it's all about, they have to join. And include your group have your group as a kind of a central point where you give the most of your value, the most of your knowledge, the most of your support to your people. So whatever you're doing, invite them to your group, and you can always create a post without any advertisement or any let's say any promotion, but you can also include, because Facebook doesn't like links, you can always include your group in the comment, or when people are asking questions, you can always say, oh, I just answered this question in my group, and share the link to your group, or maybe create something special for your group. So it is, if you want to get it, you have to join the group, and then you have this workbook, worksheet, ebook, whatever maybe webinars or whatever you're doing specifically for the group. Create some kind of a content that is really exclusive to your group, and then whatever you're doing, drive people to the group. And one of the ways that I was struggling with when I started is I had a web page, I had Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, everything, whatever you can imagine, I have it. But then on every platform, on every social media, I was driving people to different directions. From the Twitter, I send them to my web page. From the Pinterest, I send them to Instagram. I was sending them all over the place. And on the website, I had one call to action for the group, one call to action for the freebie. Then I have let's get friends on Facebook and follow me on Instagram. All kinds of different confusing ways to work with me. So what I'm suggesting is have your community as a central point and central focus, and from all of those platforms, of all those social media, drive people to the same point, into your group. And yes, you can have your website, and then you have different freebies and blogs and whatever you're doing on your website. But again, I have on every blog post, under the content, I always have like a PS, join my group. And I have a top bar for join my group, and I have on Instagram join my group. Everywhere I have, so I'm driving people to one central point, and this is where I'm giving the most value, and the most, because I engage in the group every day, I post in the group every day, I see what's going on, what people are asking. So when you write, for example, a blog post, you're imagining what people are asking, and maybe that you are solving their problems and you are answering their questions, but it is not as fast, it is not as accurate, it is not on time as it is in the group. So really have this group as one central point where you are bringing all your people together and all your fans together. So I hope this helps. And as I said, tomorrow and on Sunday, we will be talking about how to communicate with the members that join your group, from welcoming them to building the communication into the selling. But for now, find ways how you can grow your group, what you can do as an event, maybe as a challenge or something that you have. And I forgot to tell, when you create a challenge, you create event on your profile, on your page, in your group, so you can invite more members on the event. So it is another way to share about the group and to invite more people to your group. So please comment below if you find this helpful, and if you have any more questions, of course, ask, and I will try to help you and answer as fast as possible. See you tomorrow.